Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about a domain which is really special simply because whenever we are busy with work, whatever is going wrong in our lives, we always can escape through travel. Travel is the cure to everything possible. I totally believe with that. I think most of you would as well. Travel is something that makes us, get away. Travel is a catharsis for us. So what about, if we love travel so much, why not look for a career in the domain? To be very honest, most of the time that raises an eyebrows when we speak to people about travel as a career because it might be uncertain, which is very true. But I think uncertainty is a part of a successful career. Uncertainty, if you look at any possible domain, there is uncertainty. And I think we are living in an era where uncertainty is the norm. And to be very honest, you might wonder that during COVID-19, travel is not happening. But of course, travel will be back in place, but evolved for the better and it will be more sustainable. So I'll be talking about a few of the career domains that you can look at in the domain of travel and you can explore for your love of travel. Right from travel journalism. This is one of the most common domains when you look at it. If you have the passion to travel, you can work with the biggest of travel magazines, right from Condé Nast, which is again by far the biggest magazine there is. And there's Explorer, the couple of other magazines. You can work with National Geographic, all the possible travel magazines, and work towards any form of journalism, be it written, print. You can be a content curator for the magazines. So travel journalism is a big norm. What you can do, you can pursue journalism and take this as a specialization. Otherwise, you can straight away come from any domain and pursue this. If you have a hand at writing and if you love to talk to people, you can be a travel journalist. You can be a digital creator. A digital creator is mostly about traveling to places and talking about what is important about this place. And it can be anything. You can have a particular dedicated page. You might be someone who wants to particularly work towards animals. That is the kind of wildlife travel. That is something you're looking at, going on safaris and everything. But you can be as generic as possible. It's completely up to you. A digital creator is a great platform. You can get collaborations with the biggest of travel brands or different companies and do sponsored videos with them and work with them, which is a great experience altogether. Then other thing is, now you can work parallelly with the domain of hospitality. A lot of hotel chains have travel curators which help out the clientele figure out a travel plan. For example, if I am traveling to a hotel in Paris, and they will have a travel curator and a person in place to help me out, decide my trip, how will I spend my day, what things I can do, to recommend things. That's a very upgrowing profession, and not just around the globe. In India, it's picked up like anything. Believe you me, there are a lot of people who are creating their own travel channels, who travel the world all the time. They record their documentaries and put them across, which is a great way of doing that, right? So this is again a very good opportunity. If I'm looking at something which is more exciting, I can get into adventure travel and work with different shows. There are a lot of adventure shows which involve travel, you traveling to glaciers, mountains, trekking, hiking, all these different activities. As a person who loves travel, you can work in instructing. For instance, if you're someone who is really good at skydiving, you can be a trainer, work towards helping people figure out the right adventure for them. This is all a great option. You can start your own travel business, creating and curating different kinds of travel journeys and experiences for people. And this is literally as extensive as it can be. There can be so many developments. People are only working towards wedding travel. How do people travel after the wedding? What kind of they're arranging the tours and travels. Wedding, a lot of wedding planners hire people who are good, who have a lot of travel experience and have worked in the domain to help them plan a perfect wedding, about the venues and everything, to take suggestions. You can be a critic. You can travel to restaurant, write about different give suggestions about different things. A lot of hotels and restaurant and cafes around the globe sponsor you to travel simply because you can write about the experiences. This one very famous travel blogger from Singapore, what he does is he works with all the biggest airlines possible. What he does is he travels in on their first class journeys and gives them, feedback and ratings about this is something he liked. This is what he does for a living. Can you believe that? Such an amazing life. So travel, again, if you're passionate about this domain, definitely go ahead with it. Travel photography is a great domain. You can travel to the most beautiful places in the world and curate your blog with photography. Blogging is again a whole different journey altogether. You can integrate this with a different with all the things we've spoken about, or have a whole different travel blog, and it can be a hobby as well. You won't believe, literally have minted money out of and created this as a very fulfilling profession out of selling the pictures they've taken, because these are some of the best in the world, and because the world is called digital, their reach is extensive. You can become, if you are someone who is passionate about traveling, you can write about travel, explain how to be a better traveler. Sustainability traveling is something which is very new and upcoming. Sustainable travel is all about ensuring how to be a better traveler. How can you choose alternative options in your travel journeys, what kind of equipment you use, what kind of clothing you use. In fact, that is something as well. Very There's it's something called a lifestyle manager, what which help people plan their travel journeys and what kind of outfits they'll wear. So they work in tandem with luxury and fashion brands and the travel associations. So it's a great way. Travel in itself has a lot of scope. It's just about how you want to explore and put it across. So if travel is something you love and admire, then why not have a career in the domain? It is all the way possible. If you would like to talk more about this and understand how this might work, what kind of careers and courses you can look at, please reach out to us at hello@mind.com. Thank you so much.